You already know what it is, man. We in here. We're gonna take a moment, but you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Deala T. It's No Filters, React Pod. I just want to take time out to thank those that have supported my channel. I really appreciate you all. It really helps grow the message to reach out to the world, and I really appreciate it. And if you all can, even the more, support me by hitting that like button, commenting, and subscribing, and sharing this channel to the world so we all know what's the level and what's going on. You feel me? So, real quick, we in here today. And today we're discussing a situation, as you've seen in the title, about Megan Thee Stallion being busted. And even the more, we have a new supporter that really understands the situation and feels mutual about supporting Tory Lanez. And she go by the name of Miss Savannah Chrisley. And if you all don't know who Miss Savannah Chrisley is, let me tell you right now, Miss Savannah Chrisley just got her parents out of jail through contacting Donald Trump. Let's look into this here.
Now, Savannah Chrisley has basically went on the record and said she wants Tory Lanez case to be looked at again. And I think this is great for Tory Lanez. One of the reasons I think it's great is because she actually just got her parents' pardon. So she has a way to get in touch with Donald Trump and maybe even put pressure on the situation in order for some of his people to get some people in California to maybe lobby to look at this situation. But
let's tap in right there. Okay. Here he says that Savannah Chrisley got her parents out of jail, was able to contact Donald Trump, the president of the United States. Clearly, Chrisley has some power. And just like I said, let's open our eyes, let's open our ears, and open our minds to logic and understanding right is right and wrong is wrong. And right now, we have a person that's not of the music industry, has nothing to do racial or anything. This person is Caucasian. Tory Lanez is African American, black. You understand? And right now, we're looking at a situation where we have a human being hearing the hoodwinked and the bamboozled that's been done in the Tory Lanez case and says, hey, I want to look into it and I want to help out. You understand? So now we understand that everybody is starting to speak out and everybody has a voice. Because at the end of the day, Savannah Chrisley wants justice for Tory Lanez. Let's go.
The important thing about this situation is that she is basically seen as a neutral party. Now, when we look at the lady Paulina, she's a rep down in Florida. And the problem with that is that she's a Republican. We have to remember that Megan Thee Stallion ended up showing up for a rally for Kamala Harris. So a lot of people would just say, oh, this woman just have a whole...
Let's take a moment to shout out everybody coming in. What's up, Timothy Luda? I see you, family. What's up, Kevin? The cast, I see you, man. We in here. Again, you see the title. You understand the situation. It's Deala T. It's No Filters React Pod. I really appreciate you all supporting. If you can hit that like button and subscribe and comment. We heard, we understand what's going on. It's all support. We just want to bring enlightenment to the situation that's happening with Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion, and all parties involved for the hoodwink and bamboozling that's been done, even the more on the way this is happening. And today we are addressing Miss Savannah Chrisley that's come out and says, hey, she wants to look into the situation. She wants to support Tory Lanez because, again, his team just put out a website. It's called 36 Hours Later. You can all go look it up now. The only thing on there is information that comes from the case fully. Statements, comments, legal documents referring to what was done, bullet and fragments that came up missing, people of record labels that's inside of these meetings while they're meeting with the police department. And in the midst of that, it's just been so janky. So we want to bring light to anybody that's bringing light to the situation and supporting justice for Tory Lanez. And we understand that. Let's keep going.
Hard on for Megan Thee Stallion, because Megan Thee Stallion teamed up with Kamala Harris to try to get her elected over Trump. So now when we have somebody else come into it who's already gotten somebody pardoned, who already has the president here, who doesn't have a horse in the race, so to speak, or I'll at least say she doesn't appear to have a horse in the race, we can look at this story much more differently, and we can look
Hold up. We all know that even for Rock Nation, their horse in the race is Megan Thee Stallion. Literally, their horse in the race is Megan Thee Stallion. And then you have Tory Lanez. And his freedom of a horse in the race is his freedom. So you have Savannah Chrisley coming in that has no respective person, neutral, just looking at the facts, just like you and I, just as well as going to the website and just looking at the evidence and facts that's been put out since the day it happened till now. And that's what matters even the more, because I'm tired of people keep acting like they out here like they don't understand what's going on. What's up, Latanya Green? I see you. I appreciate you tapping in. You know, it's your boy Deala T. This No Filters. We all about this situation with Tory Lanez. But even in the same sense, we just want to make sure that it's justice for the free. And it's freedom for those that do right by justice. And this is the situation we're dealing with. Savannah Chrisley has come out and looked into the situation with Tory Lanez, and as well as you and I see that something is going on, some janky shit going on. Come on, let's be real tight. Let's be real, Kevin. Let's be real, team. Some janky shit going on here. Bullet and fragment coming up missing. Testimonies. Bamboozled testimonies. It's 3 to 4 different. Actually, it's probably over 5 different testimonies going on right now on both sides, which hurt Tory Lanez. But as a security guard comes out and says, "Hey, I know who shot," or I'm sorry, I know who didn't shoot, because there's evidence of Megan Thee Stallion saying that she never got shot. And that's the problem. So when you get people like Savannah Chrisley that's neutral, has nothing to do with no side at all, and comes into this situation and say, "Hey, something's wrong. This guy's being done wrong," and people are allowing this to happen because they don't have a voice, it's not right. If Savannah Chrisley can speak up, you and I can. You understand? And that's what we're doing now. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
at it, and other people who may be skeptical about it, other people who may say, well, Amber Rose, she's a hip-hop girl. What do she really know about this case? She's just supporting one of her friends. Then people who look at Polina and can say, well, this is just a political...
See, that's how they discredit you. They try to put somebody out there that's a model, that's looked at as a model, you know, video figure, video vixen. How many people are really supporting people that come out as that's a model or a video vixen? So when you put Amber Rose out there and she says, "Hey, Tory Lanez is free, he's exonerated from the gun, why is he still locked up?" People hear it, but trust me, there's people like, "Wow, Amber Rose just came out and spoke up." But how much credibility does she have in this situation or any situation because of who she is? and how she's looked at. Respectfully, shout out to you, Amber Rose. You're gorgeous, respectfully. But even in the same sense, people might not take her word or might not really feel her because of her position in the music industry. And that's where it's hard to say the credit of listening to someone or someone that you don't really value because of their position in the music industry. You understand what I'm saying? And that's different. What you say, Latanya, is but Megan walking like she's so unbothered. Explain why she's so unbothered. There's so many elements to that. Because Rock Nation has done a great job by making Megan Thee Stallion, like making her this goddess of so many different accolades and goals that's been accomplished within the last year, ever since this situation has happened with Tory Lanez. Reasonable Doubt show they coming up with, Miami something, restaurant, something like that. The fact that they're doing the commercials. I mean, if you actually look at what's going on with Megan Thee Stallion, they're actually pumping her up so much that this situation will look like a small thing to a giant, just as well as people like Beyonce or Jay-Z that you don't hear talking. They don't talk. You ever tripped off that? Those people don't talk. They accused for everything up under the sun, but they don't talk. So when you understand that Megan Thee Stallion is being trained in that same walk of being unbothered, it matters. But trust me, Megan Thee Stallion is truly bothered. Why? Because she wasn't built like that for this type of life and the type of people she's dealing with. She's not built like that. She came in as a rapper just wanting to rap, just as well as so many people. But Tory Lanez started talking about getting $1 million off NFTs and glorifying that in front of the world, as if the industry don't have a problem with you getting your own money. See, you can get your own money, but it's a level to this shit. Just like it is with everything in the world. It's levels to shit. Come on, fam. And the moment you reach that certain level and you start talking, see, you can reach that level, but when you start talking shit, are we gonna get on your ass? And that's clearly what happened here. Oh, trust me, she not built like that at all. She never got involved with music for this, as well as so many artists. But once you come into a system that's controlled and saying, hey, we're not gonna guess if we got a hit, or we're not gonna guess if we can get the people to sell 1 million, or we can sell 1 million records, or we're not gonna guess on how this next album finna go. Motherfucker, we finna control this shit. We're gonna get you, we're gonna put this record out, and we're gonna make these people get it popping off of you. And that's how the shit work. So at the end of the day, in this case right now, when we're talking about Megan Thee Stallion being unbothered and how she's moving about when all this information is coming out, that's only because she's walking around with some motherfuckers that's been walking this walk of treachery, evil, and bamboozling people. So that's what's deep. And back to my situation about Savannah Chrisley, because you got to thank God for people like these people that's on the outside looking in and says, hey, I'm hearing about it. And that's how you know the world is so big. Because even in the midst of Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, and we think this is big, it's people that ain't even heard about this shit. And then there's people that have. And they looking at Tory like, oh my God, you're guilty. You're there, you shot her, what happened? But yet there's a website that you can go look up at 36 hours later that has all the information regarding this situation for you and me, the people, to make our own logic decision on what happened that evening. So what we're looking into right now and understanding, Latanya, You with me, Kevin? All of y'all with me. Shout out to y'all. Deala T, No Filters. Hit that like button, subscribe. I appreciate y'all because at the end of the day, it's about it's the information matters. But I'm here to talk about the reaction about how I feel as a black man in this nation or as just a man in this world, and knowing that the system can shape or reorchestrate or turn things around. When a person was sitting on the curb talking to police and telling the ENT that they was not shot. And Tory Lanez been in jail for almost 2 years. Can you fathom that yourself? I mean, come on, fam. Y'all here with me. Come on, fam. I'm tapping in with y'all. Like, talk to me. Could you fathom a person saying, I wasn't shot, and the only reason I'm bleeding is because of glass? And that same person saying that you shot them. I mean, I'll wait. Because how serious or how much are you going to want the world to speak up for you? I mean, this is what this is, fam. Everybody be at home taking care of business, taking care of kids, but this man is locked up, got stabbed 14 times, and they still talking that shit. Like he's still guilty. But you got all this evidence that Ben came out saying this woman and said she cannot go to jail because of her image. I wasn't shot. All of that. People got full immunity. What? And we allowing this? So we need people like Savannah Chrisley to speak up, to come out and take stands, because clearly she's done it for her own mother and father that was locked up and reached out to Trump, and he allowed that. What you say, Latanya? I truly believe that too. She not built like that. Truly, yeah, she not. She will never be built like that. Why? Because she wasn't born like that. You got to understand, these people like Diddy, Jay-Z, you know, I can go down the list about people that was born into a situation that they were influenced by higher ups and the people in their house that put them in that position to move how they're moving today. And now they're at an age of 40 and 50 years old. You can't tell these motherfuckers shit. You can't tell niggas shit. So all that word going crazy ass, whatever the fuck going on, you can't tell them shit. Because at the end of the day, that's their bread and butter. So we want to make sure we understand that Megan Thee Stallion not built like that. And she about to go through something so deep that I don't even think she really realizing how serious it is, because at some point, it is so many names that's being brought up in this case, in this situation, that you would think Megan Thee Stallion gonna fold up like a lawn chair. Let's keep going.
Political attack against Megan Thee Stallion. Well, then when you look at Chrisley, you don't have all of those things to say. You can't look at Savannah and say, oh, she's been tied to Tory Lanez for all these years. You can't look at Savannah and say, oh, she's been running with the Republican Party and she's been trying to get elected and she's in politics, so she doesn't have a horse in the race, as I said.
At all.
Like she do. So I think this is actually great for Tory Lanez
Right.
to have somebody who's basically on the outside of the situation.
Right.
Even when we look at Tory lawyers who basically say it's a lot of inconsistencies in the case, they basically have a benefit because they're working the Innocence Project. So
Right.
it's like, okay, if we can get somebody with a big profile and we can help them get out of jail, maybe we can get more donors, maybe we can get more eyes.
What we doing?
But when we look at Savannah, she has nothing to seemingly gain, which I believe will help this start to get actual traction to where President Trump may actually speak on it. And once he speak on it, that means a lot more Republicans going to speak, etc. And Tory could be out of jail within the next year. That's my...
Hold on. Let's get this shit together right quick. We talking about Savannah Chrisley Power with the president of the United States. And then that man said, that man speak up and say something. If Donald Trump says something about Tory Lanez, mentioning anything that regards freedom, that's about to shake the world in so many ways. And we got to clap it up for that. Because if that's that and that's what it takes, I feel bad that it takes all of that to get this man out of jail. When people have already admitted that they've not been shot, we got to get somebody on the outside looking in to go reach out to the president to get Tory Lanez out of jail for some shit he ain't do. What are we doing, fam? Like, dude, y'all don't feel fucked up about that? I mean, I'll wait. Like, anybody can say anything. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Y'all don't feel fucked up that somebody on the outside looking in has ties to the president and they got to get in touch with the president just to get Tory Lanez out of jail for some shit somebody else said he ain't even do in the first place? I don't know how y'all ain't fucked up about that. Because that can be your dumb ass or my ignorant ass in a situation that we didn't do. And we got to get somebody from the outside looking in to tune in just to get them to reach out to the highest office in the world to get a black man out of jail for some shit he ain't did that a black woman said he did do. I'm sorry. It ain't a racial thing. But it's so ignorant to see that. Megan Thee Stallion trying to bury Tory Lanez? Shout out to you, Latanya, because that could be your son. And that could have been one of my daughters accusing your son. And that's a big issue that a woman can just say, this man did this to me, and that's that. And that's a total different discussion because I don't feel that all women would be in that or move like that. You know what I'm saying, family? I don't feel like all people move like that, but it's just the fact that you know right now, we all know, respectfully, a woman can say, hey, this man did this, and we're all human. The police are human. They're going to feel some type of way when a woman says a man has assaulted me. That's an automatic. But it's different when the woman said, oh no, I wasn't shot. I just stepped on glass. Oh no, that didn't happen. Oh, that didn't happen. I just stepped on glass. So now it makes all, you know, Megan Thee Stallion really has changed the dynamic of a woman being able to say that a man just did something to her. And that's why women all around the world should feel some type of way. Because what Megan Thee Stallion just did, and whoever told her to do it, I don't think they really thought about all women in the world. Because it matters for a woman to say, this man just put his hands on me, right? Respectfully. But then it's different when a woman says, this man just shot me, but saying that man did not shoot me. Or this man did not put his hands on me, but you told somebody the man did put his hands on you. The problem I'm having, and hold up for a minute, let's get this right. Latanya Green, she says, hey, the other issue I truly have is people really think Megan don't have no accountability for none of her actions. And that's a total strong situation that I'm dealing with. And this is why I continue to be here in this. Because people really do feel that way. And that's because I think what I just said, this is one thing. A woman can say a man did something to me and they're just going to go with it. Facts don't matter. Details, anything that ties in to anything, it doesn't matter. And then think about this. The trial happened. Okay? So if the trial happened, anybody on the outside that really didn't follow it, they just know that the trial happened and the man guilty, he locked up, he in jail. The fuck is that? But if it's you and I, we'll want people to really look into it to understand. Even though the trial happened and I'm there, something's not right because within the trial, there were inconsistencies. And we all know this. Why? Because you can go to the website that says 36 hours later that Tory Lanez team put out, and all they did was put out evidence, information, things, YouTube, statements that you can just click and say, hey, let's listen to it and figure out what really happened. So there's no way that people should be continuously not holding Megan accountable, or for people to continuously say, her actions are not even more accountable, even in the sense of saying that Tory Lanez, he apologized. Think about that for a second, man. You got to understand something, man. Tory Lanez apologized, and people don't even know why he apologized. The man apologized, and people would actually tie that together and say he apologized because of the shooting. But Megan Thee Stallion said out of her mouth, she wasn't shot. So then you have Amber Rose saying that she talked to Megan Thee Stallion and that man said he wasn't saying sorry for shooting anyone. And she said she's going to let Tory Lanez explain to us, the people, about why he apologized that evening on that call. Which makes more total sense because, again, Megan Thee Stallion said she never was shot. So let's just be real about people that's in a situation that's talking about women cannot now be looked at as saying this man assaulted me and really be still taken serious. Because again, police officers will hear women that says it and believe it. And then you got other situations that's just not that. But Megan Thee Stallion definitely made it a little bit harder for women to complain and say this man's putting his hands on me or this man shot me, because she boldly said she was never shot. But yet they went through with a whole case saying that he shot her. That's respect. Let's tap in. What's up, Ty? Okay, what you say? LaTanya says, I said from day one, R. Kelly, Chris Brown, Tory Lanez, and DDG got one thing in common. It is Jay-Z and Tory never confessed to nothing. Respectfully, that's real. And then, what's up, Lex Pearl? Meg has a stain that will not be removed. Let me tell you something about that. In this world, you can be discredited. That's how it works in that world. Once you're discredited, you're pretty much, it's your time is on the clock of when you deteriorate. You know what I mean? Because once a motherfucker discredits you, you deteriorate. And in that world of that high being, somebody can just say something about your name and that's gonna discredit you, and then you have to build from there. And that is so hard and pressurable on people. But it's funny how we understood that when it comes down to R. Kelly, Chris Brown, Tory Lanez, and DDG and all those people, it's something about the name Rock Nation that continues to be involved with these people. DDG, can't see his daughter. Chris Brown, Rihanna. What we talking about? R. Kelly? Aaliyah? Why niggas acting like we ain't seeing these videos? And see, I got another situation, and I'm gonna need y'all to put FAM, type FAM, F-A-M, in comments if you want to see this video I'm about to drop right now on all the videos that is exposing everyone. I want to know why today in 2025, June, why the hell when I go to Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, I don't give a fuck what it is. I go to anything, I keep seeing a bunch of shit that's just being exposed. Shit, I seen, shout out to you, Ty. I seen fam and them just told me, I seen Jay-Z coming out of a room and him and Diddy was shaking hands, laughing like, yeah, you did that. And if you look in the room, you literally see a table of fucking kids sitting there like it's kindergarten and they finna eat lunch. Oh, I gotta put it together so y'all can see what I'm talking about. I've seen so many damn videos exposed now of all this crazy shit, Hollywood shit. And it's funny how it's just now being exposed now. Diddy on trial, Tory Lanez being locked the fuck up. Shit, what's the chick name? Desiree Perez, Rock Nation, being on trial for some shit. Jay-Z's name stay in some shit. But yet I keep seeing all these videos that's like all these conspiracies. The white chick, the girl that I just seen. Oh, I got to pull her up. I just seen her. She out here talking about something going on with her and autistic kids at a Diddy party. I mean, this is a whole nother world of shit that I'm talking about that I got to bring to you all's presence. Because at the end of the day, we are the people that live in this world and have to deal with this shit. Because think about it. It trickles down. It's like a domino effect. If it's hitting them, it's definitely hitting us. And at some point, this AI shit, AI, you don't think that's finna kick in at some point? That it already has kicked in? Let's be real, fam. Come on, Time. Let's be real. Come on, Lux, Pearl. Come on, now. Let's be real. I don't think people understand how much power the people really have when we speak up. And I don't think, I really used to be like, shit, what can we really do? What can we really do? Like Jay-Z and them niggas, Rock Nate, all these people moving how they moving, all this shit going on. Like, what can we really do? But in my mind, you get people like Savannah Chrisley. Savannah Chrisley ain't scared of a motherfucker walking. That's finna tap into Tory Lanez and about to expose Megan Thee Stallion to the president of the United States. That's what's finna happen. That's what's going on. So I'm just trying to understand how the hell you and I ain't going crazy. That's the point I'm making. Lux Pearl, she just said, oh, everyone needs to come together. That's how we defeat the world. You ain't never said it better than anybody in the world. Because together is better than one. And all it takes is one for all to come together. Let me say it again. Together is better than one. And all it takes is one for all to come together. You know I'm finna copyright that shit. Don't play with me, niggas. Don't play with me. That's all it takes. So at the end of the day, if Savannah Chrisley can speak up and speak out, why can't we? I get it. You and I don't have the... See, Savannah Chrisley got the power of one to make a call because she's in that upper echelon. Let's get it right. She's up in the upper echelon. But us, we have to come together to make that. Latanya Green says people have to stop giving Jay-Z and Rock Nation all this power. Ain't nobody and nothing above God. Thank you, Lord. Because I truly believe in the God. I truly believe in Jesus. I truly believe in God. But we have to understand, Rock Nation and Jay-Z was given power, or they had to take power. And that's a whole nother discussion of how power was taken or how power was given. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you and I can say Jay-Z, the best rapper alive. We like his music, all of that. But you and I can also say he's tied in some things that we don't agree with. He's involved in some satanic things we don't agree with. He's doing this, he's doing that. His name is coming up in corruption. So with that said, we understand that as much as us as the people can lift him up, we the people can shut his ass down. You understand me? Because nothing is above God. Nothing. Nobody. So we understand that at the end of the day, the realest shit said is what I'm saying to you right now. I can do all things through Christ, through him that believes. It's all real. But in this situation right now, Tory Lanez has literally, his life is on the line right now. His life is on the line right now. Like right now, you and I don't even know what the fuck he doing right now. We don't even know. Like think about it, we don't even know. But we know the people involved that's orchestrating the situations. So how do we shut them down? I mean, I'll wait. Let me know, how do we shut these motherfuckers down? Because as well as y'all tuned in with me right now, y'all got that same energy that y'all don't fuck with them. Because if a nigga gotta make a song and go fuck with them just to get on, and now your life turned upside down, I don't want no parts of that, fam. I'ma build my music independently by myself and grow myself as I am this channel of no filters. Because only the real survive. And at the end of the day, if Savannah Chrisley can speak up, and she's not even of this tone, who are you? How you not speaking up for the same tone that this man is in jail? And then how are you not speaking up against this woman that's using this tone and lying? I mean, think about it for a second. Even if Megan didn't fuck up the whole situation, motherfucker, you lied about getting shot. It don't even matter about shit else. You lied about getting shot. Fuck whatever else. You lied about getting shot. All this extra shit, all that. Hold up. Latanya says, I think Jay-Z downfall is all the money scamming. Let me tell you what Jay-Z downfall is even the more. It's control. Just like Diddy. The downfall is control. Diddy tried to control Cassie. Cassie want to sue Diddy and tell him, hey, I'm about to expose your ass. Give me 30 million. This motherfucker didn't even do it. And then turned around and did it. And now he in fucking court right now. See, if that was them white boys or them big names, no disrespect. But if there was them big names we know about that's been living how they been living, the Playboy Mansion, the Hugh Hefners, we can go down the list. They would have been cashed out. And that shit would have never seen the day of light. It's not right what happened. Let's note that. The shit that Cassie, all of them went through, worst thing they could ever go through in their life. I wish that on nobody. We praying for them because at the end of the day, they will never get back what they lost. They'll never get back what they lost. And a lot of them, and think about it, we all human. A lot of the things they engaged in, some of those things we as human would engage in. But the level they took it to was on a whole nother level. If you need IVs in your blood for hydration after just having sex, you a monster. Fuck is we talking about, nigga? You a monster. If you gotta be hydrated after sex. Fuck is we talking about? So that's what I'm saying about the level they on and the power that they possess is why they have themselves in this situation right now. Because if you actually think about it, think about this for a second. Think about this for a second. Megan Thee Stallion is looking at perjury. Let's be real. Megan Thee Stallion looking at perjury. Okay? There was three surgeons that said bullet fragments was in her motherfucking body. But then all of a sudden, the bullet fragments came up missing. So you understand, that's called malpractice. When you engage in false accusations of medical. So when you medically engage in false claims, that puts you in a situation where now you have to be in a malpractice situation where you gonna face time. If you was paid to tell somebody that they ankle had bullet fragments in it, and it doesn't at all. Because again, she said she was never shot. So let's make sure we note that. So at the end of the day, we looking at Jay-Z power. And I'm going to be real. I don't even really feel like I feel like it's Jay. But then you got to understand, how is there a person, Miss Perez, that's a CEO of a record label, music label and gangsters? That don't go together. There's no way that a gangster is the CEO of a music label when her own daughter is actually suing her for corruption against her, and then knowing how she's able to spy. I mean, that's a whole nother video. But we're gonna type fam, FAM, if you want to see that. Because when I unlock that, people gonna lose their damn mind. Because at the end of the day, there's no way we tied into a system that somebody can just walk into the police station, sit down with their client, and they are a music label. And this situation has to do with shooting and murder. No way. Bullet fragments missing, music executives coming in while being questioned. And then on top of that, the lawyer's daughter used to dance for Beyonce. Like, let's unlock some shit for real, nigga. Stop playing. I can really pull the head off the top. You feel me? I can really pull the top off of it right now and let y'all know how we coming. So when I expose this, we want to make sure we in tune. So shout out to Savannah Chrisley for speaking up for Tory Lanez. Again, she not of this culture. So we appreciate her. But if we got to go outside of our race to get somebody that knows nothing about what's going on to tap in, just to even tap into the president of the United States, just for them to say, hey, he should be free, and that man already served 2 years. 2 years, and they tried to 14 stab that man. How are we going to sleep at night, fam? If he of the culture? What we doing? We gotta have a voice. We gotta speak up, fam. Shout out to you, Tanya, respectfully. Shout out to you, Tim, all of that. Because again, when I unload this video, y'all finna see some shit. And then respectfully, I'm gonna just make sure y'all pray for me. Because the way they acting right now is if people that's coming with these statements and just the support of Tory Lanez, they're trying to shut people down. And we won't have it. You understand? So let's make sure we finish this out. Let's go.
My personal prediction, Tory will be out of jail within the next year. If you're new to the channel and want more celebrity and hip-hop content, hit the subscribe button. And if you hit the subscribe button, you're a part of the Spit Squad. So hit the like button and post squad.
That's what I be talking about right here.
For any Tory Lanez videos you may have.
Jemiah Edgehead said if he shot her, he deserved to be in jail. Fam, tap in. FAM if y'all agree with that. FAM if y'all agree with what she's saying. She said if he shot her, he deserved to be in jail. Respectfully. Anybody shoot anybody in the world deserves to be in jail. And I think I'm only saying that just from a good place. Because to be real, it's a lot of people, you shoot them, nobody's going to jail because some shit people do in the world, they deserve it. And they need to get the fuck on. Like, let's be real. Let's just tap in. Somebody fuck up your family, do some of your people that was injustice. You feel like they don't deserve nothing but just go. But let's be real right now. Go to 36hourslater.com and you're going to see the evidence of them showing Megan Thee Stallion saying she was never shot and that she can never go to jail because it messes up her image. And that we understand that she knows what was said. 36 hours later. That's the website. Let's make sure we tap in. You feel me? Let's finish this so we can understand the situation and move along even more. Because at the end of the day, she knows what's going on. And Megan Thee Stallion is really scared right now. Think about it. Okay, Jamal, what she said that before she said she was trying to protect him. That's fine, but it's so many stories that came out. And they don't care about that, talking about people trying to protect nobody. It's about the facts. And the facts is at the end of the day that I'm Deala T. And this is No Filters. And I appreciate you all for liking, commenting, and subscribing and sharing. And I need y'all to type FAM for that love and knowing that I'm coming back tomorrow, 9 p.m. And we tuning in to No Filters so we can get even more energy on this. I appreciate y'all and it's love. You hear me? I'm with you. FAM. Let's do it. Shout out to y'all. No Filters, Deala T. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Let's rock.